Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Come Out Things. I'm Mr. Clark, and this one is going to be kind of like an educational one, so to speak. No, this is for those who are residing at people's places and paying rent, etc. All right, I'm going to give you a little story. Now, a lady has been taking care of an elderly lady for a number of years. She would have had family, but the family played no part whatsoever in her caretaking. They never visited, for a number of years. So what the elderly lady did is she would have written a document stating that the caretaker is her power of attorney and making sure that when the caretaker, when she, when she's deceased, the caretaker would have something to call her own. For some reason, they did not finalize that documentation. It is just written. It was not finalized, witnessed, or stamped or recorded in the court or in the registry as it should be. Anyway, she passed away. Then, suddenly, family come out of the world where you know how these things happen. And they want the residence she's living at, they want all of her property and that kind of thing. But the caretaker had moved in and was living there for a number of years. Suddenly, somebody who purports to be an attorney turns up a day with two police officers, shows her something on the phone, and tells her that they will be coming to move her the next day. Anyway, she's gone to work. She's working otherwise now. And suddenly she hears that somebody's going into her house. She turns up and finds that they've taken off the locks, on off the locks. She has cameras up, so she has this. They've taken off the locks, they've gone in the house, and they've started to take out all of her things. The person who purports to be an attorney shows her something on the phone again and says, this comes from the court and that kind of thing, right? Anyway, they take out all of her stuff, they put it outside. She calls me and asks me what she should do. I tell her, well, listen, if they're stating that they have a document and what you call an instrument from the court, verify from the court that an instrument was indeed given. Now, that area falls under the jurisdiction of Oistins Magistrates Court. And she went to Oistins. Good luck for her, she has family working there too. Only to find out that nothing was uttered relevant to her or the residents. It means then that that person who came with whatever it is they had on their phone, they're telling them that it came from the court, they uttered something falsely. I asked her, did you take a photo of what the person put up? She said yes. And when she says it to me, it is a will. Nothing uttered by the court, it is a will. The people have no letters of administration, no letters testamentary. I did a search. And they have nothing of the sort to back up their taking possession of the property. No, the girl's property was placed outside in the garage and alongside the road. When she went back, all of her property are gone. She heard they came back with a truck and have dispensed of it as they feel like. Tell me what you think should be done here, people. I'm asking this question. Tell me what you think should be done. Another thing, I want to speak to you about buying food from places. No, another lady called me, because I get a lot of calls, and said that she bought some food from a certain establishment. This establishment caters to people, it has supermarket, it has certain things, etc. And she bought some panna sauce from this establishment. She ate it and went home, and then she had diarrhea and vomiting. Anyway, as a result, she could not go out at all. Serious diarrhea, serious vomiting. But she went to a doctor. The doctor said she had food poisoning. A health inspector came and he made whatever report he did. And she sent these off to the establishment to tell them, well, look what happened to me. The establishment has returned and said that they are not taking responsibility for anything because there's nothing stating factually that she received food poisoning from them. Now, this is my advice to you. This is a little education to you. Anytime you buy anything from anywhere, I don't eat out that way. Nobody can offer me any food or anything to drink. I don't take things from people. I have to be very careful because I speak out and I know how people are as far as food is concerned. Right? But if I buy from an establishment, it has to be something that I can see and other people are taking it too. If perchance you start to vomit or you have diarrhea, take samples of it. Don't scorn yourself. Take samples of it and take it to the Barbados Reference Laboratory. They will tell you exactly what caused the problem, and nobody can deny what caused the problem. You understand what I'm saying? Alright, now this lady is in a state of limbo as to what to do. Alright? Because she spent her money only to be food poisoned. Ah boy, it's a funny thing, Barbados is a funny thing. Anyway, I'm going to move on now to a certain security firm. And they seem to be experiencing quite a bit of problems, especially with human resources. I'll tell you why. Now, G4 Security, I'll be straightforward. G4 Security, they don't pay very well. That's the truth. And for people who endanger themselves, who put themselves in danger, dealing with God knows who for people's businesses, I believe they should be paid more. I want you all to Google this and Google what the hourly rate is for people hired by G4 in other countries compared to what they pay here in Barbados. You understand? And the thing about it is that when they get a lunch hour or half an hour, they're not paid for that half an hour. Somebody has to come and fill in for them. But sometimes people don't come in and they have to work through lunch hours. And you know what? Sometimes they're not paid for that lunch hour. If they do extra time, they're not paid. You understand? And a lot of foolishness goes on. And I keep hearing one name keep coming up all the time. A gentleman's name keeps coming up all the time and people are experiencing problems. G4, this is to you. Please, I want you all to treat your workers good. And if you have somebody who's causing problems, deal with them. Because eventually, will hit the fan and everything will come out and it will cause bad on you. Okay? I'm letting you know that. Please pay your staff accordingly. Alright? And if you're having problems with somebody who's taking out and discriminating against people within, check it out. Anyway, last thing I want to talk to you about is an elderly lady whose caretaker reached out to me. This elderly lady would have sold a house she had last year, November to be exact. The final sale agreement was reached on November and the monies were exchanged through an attorney. But what's hurtful here is that in going to the attorney to get her the monies that she sold her property for, the attorney told her that he can't find the money. The money's been lost. No, I don't know. This is what was told to me. And something does not sound right. You understand? But when I hear the name of the attorney, bells went off because his name keeps coming up all the time when it comes to estate matters and people being just in their eye, as we Bajans are saying. You understand? So I want to know what is happening. I want you people to be very careful. Be very, very careful. Do not be afraid. If something happens to you and it is truthful, do not be afraid to come on social media and say it. Say it, call the attorney name. They can't put you in court. They put you in court is the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Call their names. Alright? This elderly lady now is out of house, out of pocket, and obviously we don't know if that money was needed for her for security and during the rest of her old age. You understand? And these are the things that people do. And I am angry sometimes with us Barbadians because we would condemn a man for going in and shoplifting something to eat or something to drink. But they got people that are stealing your livelihood, stealing your house and land. You understand? Dispossessing your family. And we ain't quarreling with them. You understand? That is what I have to say today. We need to speak out more, alright? Anyway, as you go through today, Sunday, keep your spirits up, keep your tempers down, and remember, please, do something good for somebody each and every day, alright? Have a wonderful day. I'm Mr. Clark, and I'm out.